A rather interesting battle with the heavenly python. In the series, unlike in the original novel, the course of events was changed a little. Xiao Yan began his breakthrough to the 9th star of Douluo inside the blood pool, while Qing Lin was holding back the python. Xiao Yan even used his clone to absorb energy faster. Finally, it became useful, since for some reason Xiao Yan had been summoning it for a very long time without much purpose. How touching it was when Xiao Yan saved the Queen Medusa with the help of his golden giant body. In his hand, Kai Lin seemed so tiny, like a toy. But it was the look. The way Xiao Yan looked at Queen Medusa when he saved her. Perhaps this was the best moment of the whole episode. She was clearly not indifferent to him. And how could they cut out their wedding? It is impossible to imagine that there were no real feelings and relationship between Kai Lin and Xiao Yan. And also, what is no less important, Xiao Yan finally broke through to the 9th star of Douluo. In the original, this moment was much more epic and described in much greater detail. There is a video about it on the channel. But the fact remains, now Xiao Yan is a true peak Douluo. In particular, his strength was roughly equal to the 6th to 7th stage of the 9th star, considering all of his enhancements. After that, Xiao Yan and his team headed to the cascade of the ancient wilderness. There will be an encounter with Feng Qing Heir, a quick duel, and also the introduction of a new character from the Han clan. All of this is waiting for us. The main problem was the beast army guarding the heart of the ancient wilderness, where the Bodhisattva tree itself was located. Breaking through the blockade of vicious beasts was possible only if all experts united together. Han Yu, one of the most dangerous members of the Han clan, took the lead of this temporary alliance. To everyone's surprise, the Heavenly Phoenix tribe were among the first to support this decision. Among them was that very person with multicolored eyes, named Jiao Feng. He was an elder of the Heavenly Phoenix tribe at the peak level of Douluo. His multicolored eyes were the result of practicing a special qi method. Most of his Do qi techniques depended on them. They were very rare and difficult to counter. His reputation in the world of magical beasts was quite high, and it had already been decided that he would become the next head of the Heavenly Phoenix tribe. Just imagine, in one place gathered several successors of the greatest factions. Han Yu was one of the 2 candidates for the future leader of the Han clan, and Jiao Feng was the young successor of the Heavenly Phoenix tribe's head. Xiao Yan faced such dangerous opponents. But what would his team do? Join the alliance against the beast army? Both yes and no. Han Yu's plan was cunning. The majority of experts at the front would become cannon fodder, mere food for the vicious beasts. Only when the main mass of people broke deeper through the beast army would he and his people take advantage of the situation and make their breakthrough. Gu Sun Heir advised Xiao Yan to stay aside. They did not rush forward and did not attract attention, waiting for the right moment. There were hundreds of ancestors present. It was even easy to find a large group of Douluos among them. And even such a powerful lineup could not break through the blockade of beasts. Just how terrifying were these beasts? Xiao Yan saw black clouds as well as massive vicious beasts on the ground. They were clustered together in dense groups and looked like a bloody sea stretching to the horizon. The ferocious roars continuously echoed above the plains like thunder. This is the beast army of the ancient wilderness region. How terrifying! Xiao Yan exhaled. No wonder Gu Sun Heir had said they were unlikely to succeed, even though so many experts had united together. Compared to the number of beasts, the people were like a grain of sand in the ocean. At the same time, thousands of experts grouped together in the shape of an arrow, with Han Yu's group at the very tip. Its piercing power was undoubtedly extremely frightening. The people, with a shocking momentum, continued to break through the vicious beasts. Waves of powerful Do Qi exploded around. Beasts were meeting their deaths one after another. Xiao Yan's team was located not far from the center. They occasionally killed any vicious beasts that tried to approach them. At the same time, they remained vigilant, constantly observing their surroundings. At first came beasts comparable to ancestors. But deeper into the beast army, stronger ones appeared, even those with the power of Douluos. That was when the true battle began. Because the expert speed slowed down, vicious beasts on the left, right, and center quickly caught up. The people could not defend in time. A tragic battle suddenly flared up for the humans. We see in the trailer how the beasts mercilessly slaughtered those poor souls. At that moment, Xiao Yan's eyes were once again drawn to the front, but he discovered that Han Yu and the experts from the Hall of Souls had disappeared. The other people had no chance to retreat, and their Do Qi was already exhausted. Before they could even feel despair in their hearts, they were mercilessly torn apart by the vicious beasts. The human losses were colossal. Even Do Zuns of the 6th and 7th stars were heavily drained by these continuous battles and died. Xiao Yan noticed Han Yu at the rear of the entire group. Gu Sun Er suddenly said, "We will go along with everyone if Han Yu's group takes the initiative again and leads the charge. Otherwise, we will have to rely on ourselves to cross the remaining distance." Xiao Yan nodded. Suddenly, in front of everyone, a beast appeared that seemed to be made of metal. Its enormous fist mercilessly crashed down on many people. Han Yu's group instantly leaped over everyone and bypassed the giant beast. Xiao Yan ordered his comrades, "Follow them." Besides Xiao Yan's team, there were other people who also realized Han Yu's scheme and intended to use the strength of others to break through the beasts. For example, the experts from the Heavenly Phoenix tribe acted the same way. They were led by Jiu Feng. Xiao Yan also noticed Feng Qing Er among their group. By this time, she had already regained consciousness. Although a palm mark remained on her face, she had managed to keep her life. Xiao Yan looked ahead and saw that the farther toward the horizon, the fewer powerful beasts there were. This was probably the end of the blockade. Up to this point, the strongest beast he had seen was comparable to a 5-star Do Zun, but no stronger ones had appeared yet. Xiao Yan released Heavenly Flame, which turned into a massive fiery dragon, sweeping away hundreds of beasts. At the same time, Gu Qingyang created a seal that blasted the beasts around. And Gu Sun Er, Kai Lin, Yun Yun, and Xiao Yixian also used their techniques, destroying beasts within a 100-meter radius. Their attacks were powerful, and the group advanced several kilometers forward. Xiao Yan personally fought in the front lines, helping Gu Qingyang and Sun Er withstand the assault. However, gradually the beasts became stronger and stronger. Now, even to kill one, 2 strikes were required. Fatigue and exhaustion began to take their toll, and their advance slowed. Finally landing on the ground, Xiao Yan was surprised. The beasts had stopped and did not dare to approach any further. For some unknown reason, they did not dare cross a certain line. Yes, they had broken through. Xiao Yan sighed in relief. Looking ahead, he saw an enormous green ancient tree standing alone on the vast plain. But things were not so simple. The members of the Han clan were already here. Other groups also began to emerge from the beast blockade. Xiao Yan hurried toward the ancient tree, with Gu Sun Er and the others following him. Quickly closing the distance, they saw that Han Yu's group was already waiting by the tree. He waited for the rest, and his words sounded as if he wanted to unite efforts, since the main danger lay ahead, the tree itself. Once, their ancestor had gone to the Bodhisattva tree, but disappeared without a trace. His strength had been at the level of half-saint, and if even such an expert had perished, then the tree indeed contained a deadly threat. This made everyone tense up. It became clear that the real trial was still ahead. That's the adventure. Thank you very much for watching. Write in the comments. Subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and goodbye to everyone.